So you're about to put your house on the market, or you're actually about to go out and find a new home. But you're a little bit concerned because there's a global pandemic going on. Everyone's getting sick, and you want to make sure your house is safe and you don't contaminate other people as well. Well, hi, my name is Luis Mendez. I'm with Century 21. I am a realtor in Florida. And if you can, please subscribe to this page, like the video, and comment and share with your friends. That way more people are aware. Now, to start off, I'm no doctor. I don't work for the CDC. And these are just some tips that I found online that I use and I practice to, keep things safe. Now, first and foremost, if you're sick or if somebody else is sick and they're looking to see a house, stay home. Stay home until you feel better, until you make sure you're feeling well and there's no outward sign of you being sick. Now, rule number one, we like to, if you're going to wear a mask, or if you have your house showing and you want people to wear masks, make sure you have your realtor, or you could, what we'll do is we'll put on the realtor notes, hey, if you're going to show the house, please have everyone wear masks. I mean, most times when you're showing a house, not everyone's gonna be gone. I mean, it's preferably that no one's in the house when you're showing the home, but sometimes that's not the case. So if you're concerned about the sickness that's going on, maybe it's best to wear a mask, but just wear a mask temporarily while you're inside the house. Now, when you're wearing masks, when you're in, with the client, when you're presented with the person, don't be a person who's wearing the mask 24/7. If you're in your car by yourself wearing the mask, driving down the highway, I mean, that's kind of nonsense. Or if you're out riding your bicycle and there's no one around, you're wearing your mask. I mean, that really doesn't make sense, especially if there's like no dust or anything going on. But if you do wear your mask and you're meeting with people, change your mask frequently. If you have a disposable one, I know they sell those on Amazon, but you want to, every time you interact with someone, you do things and you leave and you take off your mask. But when you take off your mask, it should either dispose it if it's a disposable one, or if you have one that's washable, put that one in a separate bag and use a brand new mask. The whole point of a mask is to protect from bacteria and viruses and sickness to go through. Well, if you're using the same mask over and over again, and the mask is like 2 weeks old, you're not really keeping yourself clean. You're actually probably doing more harm than normal. So make sure you change your mask, or if it's a disposable one, throw those away. Or if it's a one that you could rewash, make sure you have multiple ones and you carry with you. And through each house you show or through each client you meet, you change those masks out. So that way you're safer if you choose to wear a mask. And if you use a cloth one, make sure you wash them. A lot of people, like I've seen, will use it, put it in their car, leave it there, put it in their pocket, flip them back and forth, and make sure you could breathe through it. So cloth ones, and make sure you could breathe well through it. I mean, if you're having a hard time breathing through it, that's not a really good thing to use. Most times I think, if you're wearing a mask, it's kind of like keeping people at ease. I don't really wear masks too much, but I think it's, if it's going to ease somebody else, it's going to calm them down, it's just go with it. It's not a big deal. Now, the second rule I think you should do, is a great tip, is, keep your hands clean. It'd be great if you have a house and you're listing your house, you have it shown. It'd be really good if you set up a guest like washing station, whether it be like the sink, the main sink, have a thing there so clients, people who are showing the house, they could wash their hands there, and or either before or after, they could have their hands, they could wash their hands, which is pretty good. And you could also have like disposable, like paper towels, and you could easy access to throw it away on all the trash, so they don't have to be touching many things. Or if they have like towels that you use. I know we use this at my house. We have for the kitchen. We have a lot of towels we use, and what we do is after we use it, we put it in a little bin, and then we wash all those towels. And it kind of, it's kind of like a recycling way, but it keeps things cleaner as well. But if you use hand sanitizer, according to CDC, they recommend if you use hand sanitizer for your hands, make sure it's at least 60% or higher of alcohol. So, that's going to kill the coronavirus or any other virus out there, apparently. Now, step number 3, rule number 3 will be limit the showers. Now, only allow the people who's going to buy the house to be at the house. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because, previously, before this pandemic, before this crisis, sometimes we'll have, the husband, the wife, the brother, the cousin, the family member, mom, dad, everyone will love to come and see the house that, these two young couples are going to buy. They want it, they want to be part of it. Bringing in, their kids, their kids' friends, and, sometimes it's like, 7, 8 people in a showing, and it's like, we don't need that, especially in a time like this, where people are a little bit more concerned, social distancing, where people need to apparently stay away from each other. Whoever's going to buy the property, whoever's going to make the choice, are the only people that need to be there. I mean, if you have kids with you, then, you're going to bring your kids with you. But if you don't have kids, you don't need to bring your neighbors. You don't need to bring extra people. Where their opinion doesn't really matter. This is your house that you're looking to buy. Make sure it's just you. And also, don't dwell in the home for so long. If you're out showing a house, go in there, see what you need to see, and leave. You don't want to spend 20 minutes looking around. I've had people do that. If you want to come back and do something like that, you can, but you go in there, see what you need to see, write down a list of what you're looking for, look for those things, because guess what? When the inspection, if you like the home really bad, the inspection period, you can go back again, and now we're on a process where it's going to be your own home. You can spend in there for a few hours if you want to. Next here's a great tip for if you're selling your house, is raise the temperature of your home. So, when it's in summer, have your house around 78, 80 degrees. You're going to have less people spend a lot of time inside the home. Most realtors are not going to, or people, they're not going to mess with your thermostat. That's your home. They don't touch those things. So if you have the thermostat high at 80 degrees or 70, from 78 to 80 degrees, it's going to be a little bit muggy in there, especially if you live in Florida or any southern state. It's going to be kind of muggy. And people are going to go in there, they're going to see what they want, and they're going to want to leave. And, they're going to be beautiful. They're going to love the house if it's presented well. But the AC or the feel of the home, is going to have them rush to see what they need to see. And they're going to probably talk later, hey, I like this home. Let's put an offer so that way we come back. Now, number 4, limit your touching. Now, I know when I was a kid, my mom used to tell me this, hey, touch with your eyes, not with your hands, because I'd go to any store and I just want to pick up everything and see everything. But just know, if you're showing a house or if you're having people show your house, people are going to touch, these things. They're most likely going to, every doorknob they're going to be touching, majority of them. They're going to be touching a majority of the countertops and cabinets. And anything that's pretty much a flat surface, they're most likely going to touch. We recommend if you're the one out showing the house, try to limit what you're touching. But if you have your house out showing, just know these are the things that most people are going to touch. You're not going to see them touch a bunch of other things, but it's going to be common sense for them to touch doorknobs if the door was closed, like the doorknob to the garage, the doorknob to the bathrooms, closets, the front door, the back door. They're going to be touching these things, and that's one thing you want to clean. You want to clean these things before showing and after showing. And according to CDC, which is they have some guidelines on what to clean. It's like if you're going to use an alcohol base, they recommend using something like 70% or higher. And if you're going to use like a bleach substance, they recommend using like 1/3 of a cup of bleach to 1 gallon of water. And they say that's actually good to clean the surface with. And last but not least if you're just, really concerned, you're a little bit worried about stepping outside of your house, and you don't want people to see your home, or you don't want to leave anything, but you want to buy a house, we have a thing called virtual showing. You could actually have a realtor go inside the house for you, and you could do FaceTime, which I've done many times. If you don't have an Apple, you could do or iPhone, you could do through Facebook. Facebook, you could pretty much do a FaceTime through there. You could actually record the home and, walk through the home and set it up on YouTube. And then, you can have your realtor send you that video. Or you could do an online open house. And that's pretty much almost the same as the video recording. And it's showing you every little detail of the home. That way you feel like you're at the house, but you're not there. So there's quite a few options you could do. If you're out showing, so what you could do is make sure everyone stays clean by washing your hands, and try to avoid touching many things. And after you have someone walk through your house, just wipe down those basic common things that they're going to have, that they're going to be touching. So if you have any questions, please comment below. Remember, if you can, share and subscribe this video, please. It'll help me, and it'll also help a lot of other people who's looking to buy a home. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.